Hello everybody, it's Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. I am here with a short video. Um, as you know, we had the winter storms and we did get all of the snow, which I was so excited about because I have been wanting to see snow for so long, and I thought the snow would keep me in the house doing things, but it really didn't. Um, it snowed all day Saturday, and snow was still out Sunday. But yesterday, which was Monday, we decided to go to Chipotle's to eat. The roads were pretty good, but some spots are not. So this morning, I was going to try to go through this iris case with embellishments that I have made and just putting them aside. I was working in my regular journal looking for stuff, and then I was looking for a journal I made years ago. They were kind of like your mama's closet. I think it was grandma's closet, but the covers were made with like old quilts, but this is one that I made using this fabric that came from Hobby Lobby. Also, I don't know if they still carry it, but some years ago. But I was gonna look for some things to try to make another journal like this, and they had like old papers and things like that. I hate I didn't keep one of those other ones, but I ended up selling the two I had at the craft show. So again, I was going to try to make another one like this. And this one really did have like a lot of vintage things in it. Because as you can see, the fabric was kind of like sewing, and that other one was more like around, things around the house. Um, More little pieces. And these little sewing packs were in my stash. I found some at an estate sale. It's been years ago. But this was kind of like what I wanted to make another one of these. So I was going through the iris case and I was trying to sort and put things together. So what I thought about is just let's see what's in here together. So I had started sorting my little ruffles. Then I had pieces of snippet rolls I had made a while back. But no, I was going to sort, and I'm like, let's just look through some of the things together. Um, and I can use this for sure in my, this is my new journal that I have been working on, and I'll do a flip of that in the next few days. But in the box, the iris case, um, my little clothes that I sew. And then I know some of y'all have seen my little dresses. And all these are little handmade dresses. Um, Here's another one I can use for Valentine's Day. This is like a true red, but it's not showing up like that on the camera. These were some little embellishments. I remember making these when I was on my vacation last April. We went to Disney's, and I did take things, to work on. These are some little cards that I have in here. Um, I made these years ago. It was just a little paper bag. Some of these. And I had been looking for these, but down in this case. Also in there were fab little trims. I made this years, really, really long ago. I can use this for Valentine's Day. This was off a piece of clothing. This one. And these are some that I made myself. These little, and I'm assuming they're vintage when I found them, so I just pinned them on a piece of fabric. So I will be using some of this stuff, some of this. Another piece I can use for Valentine's Day. But this is full of little embellishments that I can use and not have to just keep making stuff. And this was off a wedding dress I found at a thrift store one time. It's been years ago also, and I think I got the dress for like $15. And I have since cut a whole lot off of it. These are some little tea bags that I did. They're just stamped. And again, I do have another Irish case that's filled with stuff that I can use instead of making things, making more things. This is just a piece of kind of satin fabric. I just glued little paper flowers on it. This is old. Also, button cards, more little pieces of fabric. So hopefully I am going to try to use some of this stuff that I already have. And I am the type, I try to use every little piece of fabric. I mean, it can be just that small, but it's useful. So I am going to go through this and straighten it out a little bit and try to get that journal made. And I did I did finish doing this few maybe a week or two ago. I showed this old cookbook that I had, and I have put my signatures in it, and I don't know how many pages, but this is what it's looking like so far. I have to do something about up in here. So right now, this is what I have. There are pages out of children's books, song books. And I have did signature journals before, but this is the first big book that I have used. This is the children's book. And since they have their little chef hats on, I thought it would go good in here. This is the other page out of that book. But I am kind of proud of how this came out. This is some paper that was given to me by Meg, and she's chasing retro, and she sent me some Happy Mail, a package, but she had found this ledger paper, but again some vintage paper. Out of a little children's book. And that is the other part of that paper. So this is something that I hope to work on. And when I finish, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but that is my Betty Crocker cookbook. And then I have another cookbook, and I'll show it, but this is the cover of what that one looks like. It's in the back, but I made a copy of the cover some years ago, and I will probably use this somewhere in this journal. But that's what I have today. Again, I'm going to try to sort my little iris case out. We are still out of school because of the snow situation, because it does freeze over at night. So we'll see what I can get did today around my house. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the comments, and just share me if you would like. And that's it for today. But have a great day, and I will talk with you later.